the holy guardian angel. Wasn't sure whether I was going to go there with the Saturday Grove with this, but I've today felt like it was the right thing to do. There is an idea at the heart of the Western magical tradition that each of us has a holy guardian angel. The name can be slightly misleading. It can bring to mind the familiar idea of an angel standing somewhere nearby, watching over us and intervening from time to time. But the holy guardian angel is something far more mysterious than that. It is understood as a divine presence, uniquely and intimately connected with the deepest mystery of who we are. Not merely a guide assigned to accompany us, not simply a messenger bringing occasional instruction from somewhere else, but the particular point at which the human and the divine meet. The face through which the greater mystery may become known to us, and perhaps the face through which something of that mystery seeks to become known in the world. Aleister Crowley referred to the encounter as the knowledge and conversation of the holy guardian angel. And conversation in this sense need not mean hearing a voice. It may be experienced as a profound recognition, a communion, a presence, an unmistakable awareness that something sacred has drawn near. Or perhaps that we have drawn near to something which was always present, though hidden from our ordinary awareness. And over time, the relationship may deepen until the angel is no longer experienced simply as a presence standing apart from us. The distance begins to change. The boundary begins to soften. The person who seeks the angel and the angel who is sought enter into a relationship so intimate that ordinary language can no longer say precisely where one ends and the other begins. So I thought it's a little bit different for the Saturday Grove, that we would share an experience to open ourselves to that possibility. Not by trying to force an experience, but through a gradual tuning of awareness, a quiet opening. A willingness to become receptive to a presence which may be much closer than we ordinarily imagine. So I'd invite you to get comfortable now. Don't listen to this if you're driving, operating machinery. Make sure you've got some time to go along with it. And as you listen, you may notice that there's already a certain stillness beginning to gather. Perhaps not complete silence. There may still be sounds around you, thoughts passing through the mind, sensations within the body. All of these things can remain. Because stillness does not always mean the absence of movement. Sometimes stillness is discovered beneath movement. The silence beneath sound. The awareness within which thought appears. And as you close your eyes, whenever they're ready to close, you may begin to notice that awareness itself. There is the sound of my voice. There are other sounds nearby, and perhaps sounds further away. And each sound appears for a moment within awareness, changes, and passes. You do not have to follow any of them. You can simply allow them to come and go. And your breathing can continue in its own way. One breath arriving and then leaving. Another beginning when it begins. And perhaps you can become aware of the slight movement created by each breath. The chest moving. The body receiving the air. The body releasing it again. And as this continues, there is nothing particular that you need to do. Because awareness does not have to be created. It is already here. You are simply allowing yourself to notice it more completely. You may notice the weight of the body, the places where the body is supported, the feet, the legs, the hands, the shoulders, the face. And rather than concentrating upon one part, perhaps you can begin to sense the whole body at once. One field of sensation, one living presence, breathing, resting, listening. And then, as you become aware of the whole body, you may begin to notice the space immediately around it, the space in front of you, behind you, the space to either side, the space above, and the space below. That's right. Awareness can include all of that. The body and the space around the body. Sounds close and sounds further away. Thoughts passing through and the silence beneath those thoughts. And the more widely awareness opens, the less necessary it is, and the less necessary it becomes to hold your attention in one particular place. You can simply rest within the whole field of experience, allowing the ordinary activity of the mind to continue somewhere in the background, while another quality of attention begins to emerge. A quieter attention, a more spacious attention, an attention which does not need to grasp anything. And there is something curious about awareness. The body has a shape. The body has edges. You can sense where the body touches what supports it. And yet awareness itself is more difficult to contain. You can become aware of something across the room. You can become aware of the darkness or the colors behind closed eyes. And you can become aware of the space above you. And perhaps awareness can extend much further than the familiar sense of being located somewhere behind the eyes. It can seem to open outward and inward at the same time. The person you ordinarily know yourself to be can remain present. Your name, your history, your memories, your understanding of yourself, all of that remains. And yet, for a little while, it does not have to occupy the whole of awareness. The name can become quieter. The story can become quieter. The need to explain who you are can become quieter. And something more ancient than explanation can begin to emerge. However you experience that now, the simple awareness of being before the mind says what that being is, before it gives the experience a name, before it divides what is happening into inner and outer, self and other, known and unknown, there is first this awareness, open, present, listening. And perhaps this is where the approach to the angel truly begins. Not by reaching outwards towards something distant, but by becoming still enough to notice what is revealed when the usual noise of identity grows quiet. There may be a change in the quality of the silence, a sense that the silence is not empty, a stillness which feels alive, an awareness of depth, as though something exists just beyond the range of ordinary thought. Not hidden because it is far away, but hidden because it is so near. That's right. And you do not have to imagine the angel. You can allow the angel to reveal itself in whatever way is appropriate. Perhaps a subtle change in atmosphere. Perhaps through warmth, light, a sense of space, a quiet pressure, a gentle movement of emotion, which has no obvious cause, or simply a growing awareness that you are no longer alone within the stillness. I wonder what that feels like for you now. Or in every direction at once. Whatever begins to occur can occur in its own way. Without needing to be shaped by the conscious mind. Without needing to resemble anyone else's experience. Because this is the holy guardian angel, uniquely related to you. The sacred presence through which the mystery approaches you in the way that only you can recognize. And perhaps the first recognition is not that you can see the angel, but that the angel can see you. That you are known completely. Not merely as the person you've become, not merely through the actions of your life, but known beneath the surface. Known beneath the name, known beneath every role you've inhabited, known before you began searching. There is no need to explain yourself here. There is nothing you must present, nothing you need to conceal, nothing you need to make worthy. You are already known. And perhaps there is something deeply freeing in allowing yourself to be seen by a presence which has always known the whole of you. And so just let the awareness of that presence become clearer. Not by straining, not by looking, simply by remaining available. As the whole of your being can turn quietly towards the angel. The body turning without moving, the heart turning without effort. The awareness turning towards that which is already aware of you. And every breath may become part of that turning. With each breath in, a little more openness. With each breath out, a little less distance. With each breath in, a willingness to receive. With each breath out, the release of whatever has kept the sacred at the edge of awareness. The angel draws near, or perhaps the nearness becomes easier to recognize. And what seemed at first to be a presence somewhere beyond you may begin to be felt more intimately. As though the space around the body is becoming filled with a quiet radiance. Not necessarily a light seen with the eyes. A light within awareness. A brightness of presence. A living clarity. Let that radiance surround you. Let it touch the surface of the body. Let it be received through every breath, and as it draws closer now, you may notice that there is no need to defend yourself against it. The angel does not come as something alien. There is a profound familiarity within this encounter. Something known before memory, something recognized before thought, a holiness which is utterly beyond the ordinary personality, and yet intimately connected with the deepest truth of your existence. Perhaps the radiance begins to move through the body, through the feet and legs, the hands and arms, the chest, the throat and face, not forcing anything, simply becoming present wherever there is awareness. And as it moves, the distinction between the awareness within you and the presence surrounding you may become less certain. The light around you, the light within you, and the awareness of that light may begin to feel like different expressions of the same sacred nearness. That's right. Allow that nearness to deepen. Allow the angel to come as close as the angel chooses. Allow yourself to become as receptive as you are ready to become. There is no need to decide what should happen. The meeting has its own intelligence. The relationship knows how to reveal itself, and something within you may already recognize the way. And perhaps the angel is known now, sensed now, as a presence within the heart, not confined there, but focused there. A hidden center of light, a living point of sacred awareness. And maybe with each breath, that point can begin to expand. Until the whole chest seems filled with it. Then the whole body. And the whole field of awareness. There is still a body resting here. Still a mind listening. And there is also this presence. This holiness. This awareness of the angel. And for a while it may seem that there are two. The one who has opened, and the angel who has entered that openness. The one who is aware, and the sacred presence of which you are becoming aware. And I wonder when you begin to notice something starting to change. Very subtly. Whatever that is now, the one who is aware of the angel and the awareness through which the angel is known begin to draw closer. And you may notice that the angel is not simply being observed. The angel is present within the observing, within the listening, within the awareness itself. And as the ordinary mind becomes quieter, the distinction becomes more transparent, not lost, not forced away, simply less absolute than it once seemed. The angel is near, and you are near to the angel. The angel is aware of you, and you are aware through the light of the angel. The angel is present within the silence, and the silence exists within the presence of the angel. Just allow the whole being to rest within that communion. No need for words or messages. No need for anything to be explained. This is the conversation. Awareness meeting awareness. Presence meeting presence. The human and the divine touching within the stillness. And perhaps there comes a moment when even the idea of meeting begins to dissolve. Because a meeting implies a distance which has been crossed. And here, at the deepest point of stillness, there may never have been any true distance at all. Only the gradual recognition of a bond which has always existed. The angel has accompanied every step, present within every search, present within every moment of longing, present within the quiet pull towards the sacred. Present even in the sense that something remained unfinished, something not yet remembered, something waiting to become known. Now the one who has been sought is present. The one who has been sought is known. Not known completely by the mind, not contained by an image. Known through relationship. Known through nearness. Known through the way the whole of consciousness changes in the presence of the angel. And I don't know what deepening means within your experience, but allow the presence to become stronger or gentler, brighter, deeper, more intimate. Perhaps there is a sense of rising, perhaps a sense of being drawn inward, perhaps both at once, a movement beyond the usual boundaries of self and a movement towards the most secret center of what you are. And the closer you come to that center, the less it feels like a place that belongs to the ordinary personality. It is sacred ground, a place within consciousness where the angel may be known, where the angel may dwell, where the life of the angel and the life you've called your own touch one another. You do not have to claim the angel. You do not have to define the angel. You can allow yourself to be claimed by the relationship, to be held within the presence, to be filled with the awareness that the angel is here. And perhaps something of the familiar self grows very quiet now, not disappearing, simply bowing before something greater. Thoughts becoming still. Name becoming still. Story becoming still. And in that stillness, the sacred presence becomes clear. And you are known within the angel. Let awareness rest there, within that holy nearness, within that intimacy, within the light, the silence, the presence, or the simple knowing. There's nowhere else to go, nothing further to seek, only the deepening of recognition. And perhaps within that recognition, the boundary softens further. The angel is no longer merely beside you, no longer merely surrounding you, no longer simply within you. The presence moves through every level of awareness, through breath, through body, through stillness, through the consciousness which knows that this is happening. And there may be a moment when it is impossible to say whether you are drawing nearer to the angel or the angel is awakening more fully within your awareness. Perhaps both are true, perhaps neither describes it. Perhaps the mystery is greater than the distinction. And so allow the connection to become established. Not as an idea, not as a memory which will fade, but as a living relationship, a thread of presence extending beyond this moment, a sacred bond which can become more recognizable each time you enter stillness, each time you turn inward, each time you open yourself in prayer, meditation, or ritual. The angel may become known more clearly with time. The presence may appear in dreams, in moments of profound stillness, in sudden recollection, in a quiet sense of companionship, in the subtle persuasion by which consciousness is drawn again towards what is sacred. There is no need to chase those moments. The relationship has begun its own unfolding. And what has been recognized here can continue to deepen in ways the conscious mind does not need to direct. For now, remain within the presence. Let the angel be near. Let the angel be known, and allow yourself to rest within the mystery of being known by the angel. And gradually awareness can begin to include the body once again. The body still resting here, the breath still moving, the sounds in the room, the surface beneath you. And as ordinary awareness returns, the presence does not need to withdraw. You are simply allowing the world to become present again within the wider awareness which has opened. Feel the hands, the feet, movement of the breath within the chest. Perhaps move the fingers gently, move the toes, and notice how it's possible to become aware of the room. While the quiet connection remains, the angel does not belong only to altered states. The relationship is not confined to this experience. The sacred presence accompanies you back into ordinary awareness. Take a slightly deeper breath, allowing energy to return naturally to the body. When the eyes are ready to open, you can begin to open, bringing you fully back into the room, clear, present, and awake, and carrying with you the quiet awareness that the Holy Guardian Angel is near. And as you come fully back, feeling good, centered and grounded, so thank you for joining me on today's Saturday Grove. Do subscribe. Do share these with your friends, if your friends are into this stuff. I'm Rob. Many blessings, much love, and I'll see you for the next Saturday Grove. Take care.